Hi guys, welcome to Zach Anime Studios, your channel number one for graphic design and animation. So today I just thought let's do some lighting. Let's light up our scene and see how Iclone 8 utilizes light and how best you can use your light to create a perfect scene. So basically we are just going to use the same principles of photography. We normally talk about on photography we normally talk about the middle ground, the foreground, middle ground, and then the background, right? So and in animation also we also have a scene whereby this is where you'll have your scene. This is where you'll have your scene, and then we just want to insert some primitive elements. So to go about creating primitive elements, you just go here and then you create primitive shape. You're just going to use a box, primitive box, and then you're going to scale it down so that we are going to create a room like a school corridor, right? I'm just thinking of a school corridor it's going to be a good example of how to implement light. Sorry if I use the term implementing, also I'll still use it on coding. That is on coding when you want to implement something. So if you want to duplicate, you just click that and then duplicate it, so you have two shapes. And also remember, you need to import some persons. Let's use a person so that when you use a person, you know the height and height of a character, so that also when you do something you just do it correctly, right? So let me use, I had created Jalango sometimes back, so I'll use him as my reference point. So let it load, and then as it loads, let's use now we are going still to import. We are going to add light into, we are going to light the scene, but initially remember Iclone always comes with light. Okay, so comes with normal light. We have different types of light. There is global illumination light, or when you just want to work on dark scenes, like dark scenes, you can you can puff up your application with some light, and then when you are done you close it. So it takes a few seconds. Let it just come into place. So this is like the global illumination light. And then we have also this type of light. There's some light here where we use HDRI lights. So HDRI lights will normally mimic the normal lighting of a place. Either you want to mimic evening, you want to mimic out, and we have different types of light inside Iclone 8 or Iclone 7. So guys, I'm sorry my computer is kinda slow, but better late than never. So you see, when you create applications, you normally you must use normal heights of people. So in Kenya they normally say, in US it's 2.3. So let's just give it something like 3 meters, something like that. So that is the height of a person. That is more of a height of a person, and then height of a room, right? So something like that. Okay, but you can still add. So if you're creating, you have to create something realistic up to that point, right? So I could use some walls, but I just wanted to make it as normal as possible. So that is, so we are just going to rotate this image, this box, so that we do it at 90. rotate it at 90. Just if you want to also do it correctly, you also have to just to type in the values. Okay, that is 90, and then you can now we can now expand it a little bit so that it touches the ground. Okay, so something like that. We just need to, we want to create this person into a room. Okay, so we are not doing anything fancy, and then we just have to, okay, something like that. So it has to snap on the grid just like that. So this person will be inside the room. Okay, so and then also you are going to duplicate this person on this other end, this board, so that it comes to this other side. So another thing, let's just give it a fair room. Okay, a fair room, so something like that. Okay, okay, and then let's do this. Let's do that. Okay, Control Z. Let's do both of them so that it is that one and the lower part, right? Shift and that one. Control, yeah, I think it's Control, yeah. So they both, and then we scale them. Okay, so we scale both of that, so that, yeah, something like that. It will be a fair room, like a fair room. And then we can also add, we can make it stretch like that, so we have somebody on our room like that. So we can decide to close the other end, this side, this image, this part. We can now take it, we can rotate it at 0. We zero it out, and then okay, okay, let's give it yeah, and then we 90, we get it at 90, right? Okay, and then, oh sorry, let's just rotate it to our expectation, right? 90. Yeah, I need it to be it was supposed to be at negative 90. Negative 90, it's like that. And then, sorry, okay, we need to do it faster. Okay, so that we want to implement the lights. Okay, so with that, we move it back until at the edge. Okay, something like that. It went too far. So okay, with that, and then we scale it a little bit. This one, sorry, I mean umoja, the noise at umoja is unbearable. Okay, so that is it. So we can do this also for this one. Bring it out, and then we send it there. The same time, also we can also use that. Okay, when you want to move around, you need to pan it like that, so that you have a room. Okay, so okay, sorry, I need to pan around. Okay, it was panning. Okay, if you need to pan around something, you have to select it, select that person, and then if you want to pan around, okay, that's also another skill you can use. Yeah, then you do that, and then you move it there. So we need to make this person inside a room, right? So we said we just have to duplicate it, and then we move it. So we have to, okay, it is that way, like that. We need to do some volumetric lighting. Okay, so Iclone has numerous lights. So if you want to, let's do this. Let's also scale this up. Okay, the best way is just to move it fast, and then we scale it, right? Just like that. We move it around a little bit. So we'll also duplicate this on Blender. It's just the same skills we're just going to use on Blender. I love Blender because of its lighting. By the Blender is beautiful. I love Blender, guys. Not Blender of Blender, the Blender software. So this person, we just need to put him inside the room. There are some tricks that I've learned that it's really creative. So this person needs to be inside the room. So with that, we want to kill all the lights. This person does not see any light. Okay, and also this one. Scale it. Okay, so let's get inside the room. We are inside the room. Claustrophobic, so something like that. So okay, so what we need to do is just to get this pass. Let's get this man, and then we pan around him. You see, he's inside the room, but Iclone always have some light. You remember, you can use that to light up the room. That is auxiliary light. You can use auxiliary light also if maybe you are doing some night scene, but we want to delete all the lights. Okay, so we're going to the scene, this scene, and then we are going to we're just going to delete skylight, key light, side light. Okay, we're going to turn off side light, backlight, and then flow. So I think that's it. That's global illumination. Let's also delete it. Hope it's deletable. Okay, it's not deletable because you can enable it also, so you can use that to enable global illumination. So that's it, but you can also turn it on or turn it off. So okay, so that's it. Let me see. Yeah, so that is, we don't have any lights. As you can see also on our scene, there is mini viewport. So basically it tries to mimic the normal light. So what you're going to go to the scene, and then you're going now to start introducing light. Okay, so light, spotlight has shadows. Where are you? This one. Okay, where is that spotlight? So this is the spotlight. You see, it has shadows, and the way to go about it, okay, it has very minimal shadow. So working on a small, okay, let's just do something different. We need to change the view of the modify. This is okay, I click on that and then I modify the scene, the camera just a little bit. Yeah, so I'm just going to modify the camera a little bit. 20 mm. Okay, yeah, 20 mm, and then I go back. This is going to help you move. If you want to change the camera, you just move out of the scene and then you click on that, and then you can change that camera. Sometimes it is hard to know which type of camera you are using, the type of. So if I want to use on a wide scale, you normally use the small camera, 20 mm, 35 mm, something like that. So we need to introduce light. Okay, so you can be able to move around basically you'll be able to manage your scene correctly. So with that, let's move him a little bit closer. We have to pan him around so that so we need to pan him around. Okay, just like that, so that we take him to the edge. I want this person to be on the edge. So basically how to utilize light. So move him a little bit on the edge. You can see that person, that light, that spotlight has shadows, so you can move him, you can move it to and then shine on his face. So if you want to add the strength of light, you can just add the multiplier, just like that. Just like that. You can still use multiplier of light, and then you can see he has some you have multiplied, we have increased the intensity of light. Also you can decide to make the shape of light either rectangular or tubular, or you can increase the width and height so it has a wide capture, and also the width so it captures on a wide depth, something like that. Either you want to make a turntable, like the disco lights, right? Something like that. So on that light is a spotlight. You can add, you can change the ambience, something like that, so that to suit your need. And then ambient color, you can also change the ambient color, like green, something like that. So, and also the way to go about it, you can also view it on the mini view. You can see we have changed the ambient color, and then the color, it looks greener. So if you want to get a good photo, so, and you can see it does not show us the shadow, so you have to, so there is the front light. Basically, let's say I will use a car at night. A car at night uses spotlight, like move spotlight. Let's rotate this light a little bit so that it faces his eyes. It faces his eyes. And then move it a little bit behind. Now there's this, I don't know why, when I render I will not get this shadow. I need to get this shadow. That is something else I'm working on, because of, I think it's the graphic card. On my preview, I normally see I have a good video, and I hope I might be talking to somebody. On my preview, I think I've made a right render, but on the main viewport, the render, it's really not that good. So this is how you can try to know if you're doing the right thing or the wrong thing. So you have to have the key light. And another way to understand, also you have to create a camera. Also you can still create a camera, and then that camera, now you can also now change and see how it looks like. So with that, and then you can still zoom it and see how your character will look like. So that's how you can use light. So there are different kinds of light. Also you can put wall light, spotlight, and all these lights appear in on the content light here on this. You can just even type light. You can just on the templates you can type light. You can search light. And then you can also find light. So this is how you can use light. You can also try to understand basically the way you can use that light to mimic your scene, and then come up with the right type of light you want to set up. So that's inside a room. So this is how you do your graphics. You try out. So before we end this session, we can also try to animate this person, just so that he can tell us if you have not subscribed to our channel, please subscribe to our channel. So let's just animate him first and then tell people that you should subscribe to our channel. So I've already seen, so I'll just go to the modify tab, and then I'm going to make a simple animation of like talking, motion puppet, or direct puppet. But motion puppet is a predefined motions that you can use, so something like that. So we have predefined motions, so we can record some predefined motion like talking, a male talking, male, let's just basic talking. And then you can before even you record, you may also preview what he wants, how it will appear, your motions will appear. So you just click on preview. Now you click on space, and then you will see how it appears. So he's making those moves. So let's make him talk to us. Okay, so we have now to record, because we have seen what the motions will look like. We can just make him talk. Okay, so we can stop, and then we can record, and then click on space. Also, you can pan around the camera so that you can get like a 360 view of the character for the duration. So basically, when you click record, all the information that you are passing across will be recorded on your application. So after he has done that, what you're just going to do, we're now just going to add. We are going to go back to the first scene, and then you're just going to create a motion, a clip, and then you're just going to record. Please subscribe to our channel. Welcome to Zach Animate Studios, your channel #1 for choice for graphic design and animation. And if you want to market your products, please contact us on the numbers on the screen. So after that, you can just now play and see what is going to say. To our channel. Welcome to Zach Animate Studios, your channel #1 for choice for graphic design and animation. And if you want to market your products, please contact us on the numbers on the screen. So guys, thanks for staying with us for that long. Please, if you have not subscribed to our channel, please go to Zach Animate Studios and subscribe to our channel. and see you then.